Welcome back. I need to figure out a way to reliably not have the game frozen at the beginning of episodes when I record them. It's because... lubricant. Why not? And dying wool. Ah! Oh, thank you for invisible walls. Oh, hold up. Beautiful. That's how you do things efficiently. This is also going to be efficient. Look at this.
Yes. Score one for me.
Do I not take damage or something? I still take damage. What is the point of this? I don't know what this does.
Take this,
I still have no idea what this mode does. I don't think my rate of fire is increased. It doesn't feel like I do more damage. I'm not invincible. What's the point? Look at that. Picked up an invisible battery there. Whatever.
Face the wrath of Squidward.
That was not what I was trying to switch to.
Supercharge.
Yeah, but what's it do? I'm still not sure. And if it does do anything, it apparently doesn't have much of an effect either way. Oh. The necessity of ground pounding things, though, really makes it seem like... This all sounds like... Oh, okay. That's how we're doing it? There we go. If I just happened to do that in the right order the first time, I would not have had any idea that I had solved a puzzle. Camera, what are you doing? This is kind of uncomfortable. I guess those are mines. Why can't I shoot them? Okay, they're really slow-acting mines, too. I just wanted to see what would happen. No, also these things disappear sometimes. This song sounds like something almost out of Graffiti Kingdom, though. Oh, it's one of those games where you don't carry momentum when you jump off of a moving platform. Okay, though.
Another one bites the dust.
I do appreciate this game has different enemies that you have to react to in different ways instead of just shooting all of them, but it does make it really hard to use a weapon such as the condiment repeater, whatever you want to call it. Perhaps even its official name. Because you eventually have to stop. Yeah!
One bites the dust.
You eventually have to stop shooting things. It's one thing if you take damage too, but you eventually have to stop shooting things because you have to deal with... Does the music change every time I go between one fight and another? It's not even the same genre. This sounds like elevator music. I was just doing something different. But it's not... It feels like we're already at a point in the game where it's not worth using anything that's not upgraded. Oh, really? You're gonna do this to me, game? The platform's right there and I can't reach it. Whatever. Okay, though. Go. We've got money to do stuff with. The question is just what. I'm curious if I'd like these at some point. The more grenade launcher type things. I don't really see why I'd want the bubblegum. It seems like the bubblegum launcher is just the pie, mixed between the pie and the condiment. But I mentioned that I don't like the increasing rate of fire. Although at the same time, well, the fact that this increases in rate of fire can mean that ultimately it's a high rate of fire grenade launcher, which could be nice, but like, why do I want a grenade launcher? It does crowd damage, I guess. Let's see what this thing does. 5 electric volts too. That's very interesting. Let's see if the Neptuning Fork is anything interesting now. I noticed, thank you. Bud and mash. Okay, I feel like this is not even specific to rock bottom, these names. That's a spread. So what happens then if I'm locked onto an enemy? Do they all move to that enemy and do more damage? I doubt it does triple damage. Does it just happen to hit some enemies around it at the same time? So it has like, not quite... Yeah, it just happens to hit some other enemies around it, maybe. So you just kind of hope that you'll manage to hit other enemies simultaneously. Eh? Oh, that's new. I'll have to see. It'll depend too on what its last upgrade is. 5 volts will probably be more useful for hitting more enemies at once, I guess, but I don't know if I really care for that still. If hitting an enemy with more than 1 bolt does extra damage, now that's another thing. Because that's an effective damage increase. If I only ever do the normal amount of damage from this in its unupgraded form by hitting things directly with it, then that's not going to be workable. Especially if... And the spread doesn't help much either if... You poked it, Squiddy. Yeah, see, I can hit with... I don't know if I'm doing more damage by hitting it with all 3 bolts or not. But if I can't even take out the enemies I hit on the side in one hit, it doesn't even feel worth having the extra projectiles to hit with anyways. This could effectively be more effective at close range though, if it does extra damage with extra bolts hitting simultaneously, which would be nice. I'm still not sure. This game has a very strange approach to music. I mean, it's nice, I guess, that you're not hearing the same music over and over, on and on and on. Like, contiguously? Or continuously, I guess both work. But at the same time... this manages to hit both, I guess. No, it didn't seem to actually be of much use. I hit something out there. Interesting. Yeah, this is actually a pretty high rate of fire for a grenade launcher type of weapon. That could be nice. If I care about more grenade launcher type of weapon to begin with, which I don't necessarily. Does it really have much in the way of splash damage to begin with? I was also wondering if I could hit... I can't lock onto them though. I was wondering if this thing could actually hit the... No, it doesn't look like it can hit those spinning top types of enemies. That was the main thing I was hoping for. That's the main thing that would make a weapon like this nice to have. There's really no reason to punch things in this game. Especially with how good your ground pound is. If you don't want to use a weapon, then just ground pound everything. Well, except for the things you actually have to shoot. Hey, I thought you were... I actually lose all of my damage on it, it feels like. Not all of it, I guess. If I... There we go. If I take damage. Well, is it that those things you actually have to... Those enemies... Do they actually have health bars or not? Or is it that you have to overload them to destroy them? I'm actually not sure. It seems like if you overload them... I'm not sure what overloading them actually does. It sounds like you might get more sprockets or something like that, based on the loading screen hints. So it might just be a bonus that you get if you manage to overload them by hitting them a bunch. It seems like it also destroys them instantly. So it might be that it instantly destroys them and maybe gives you more sprockets. But they might also just have a health bar that you can deplete without having overloaded them. I don't know if you can overload them without, or deal damage to them at all without using a weapon though. Like these, you can only destroy by shooting, but it seems like you have to overload them to destroy them. That's the idea. I can try out the next. I kind of want to see what the next upgrade is after this. Every time. And more damage. Okay, sure. And its rate of fire isn't bad anyways. Oh, that is a spread. Wow. I figured it... I didn't think it would actually spread more. I figured it would... The extra 2 bolts would be added between the bolts I was already firing. So now we got ridiculous spread in our attack, which doesn't seem that useful. But that extra damage might make it so it actually one-shots the small enemies. I would hope so, because otherwise it's just not that useful for its spread. But hitting something at close range with this could be nice. I'm not totally sure. Game, the only way for me to see that, oh jeez, that message is to have ground pounded so many. I don't like the sickly green color of this water. I don't feel like this is healthy. Never mind all the radioactive stuff in here, but then again, we're in Bikini Bottom, so we're probably already exposed to quite a lot of radiation. Actual Spongebob trivia, for those of you not already aware, and some of you might be, I don't know. The joke with Bikini Bottom being called Bikini Bottom is that it's based off of Bikini Atoll, which was a site of some nuclear testing. So there's a vague implication that all the stuff going on in Bikini Bottom and all the life there and whatnot is actually just the result of massive amounts of radiation. I think, yeah, it was nuclear weapons testing, I think it was. I don't remember if there's any actual footage of the nuclear weapons testing they did there. I feel like one of the... I may be wrong on this one. I feel like at least one of the explosions in the show, there was actually like live action footage of an explosion. Like when... Like for instance when the pie bomb blew up on Squidward's face. I feel like that footage might have actually been from Bikini Atoll, but I may be wrong. But yeah, everyone's just radiation-induced freaks, basically. But for that reason, it doesn't feel that weird seeing radiated stuff here. I feel like I tend not to actually hit things with my extra bolts anyways. Like, I feel like the extra bolts tend to just go through stuff. Am I wrong? I did manage to nearly destroy these things. These... I do definitely do more damage though. Oops. To something if I hit with multiple bolts. Yeah, it only takes 2 shots at point blank for that to destroy the thing. But it seems like I don't actually... I can't tell... Whoa. I can't even tell. Nice! If I... am able to hit other enemies with the extra bolts. Because it felt like I was just going through those smaller robots. I can destroy all the boxes in my path, I guess. Barrels. Yeah, it does hit them, it's just it doesn't do enough damage to matter that much. Does this sound like Spongebob music to you? Ooh, see, like this feels like it should be a really cool little cave with something in it, but it's not. I think potentially the only thing that the Hero Pants got right that this game didn't, the one improvement, is having things to look for in the levels. Trying to be close to things to deal extra damage, though, is really hazardous to your health. It also seems like once you overcharge things, it still takes a moment for them to blow up, which is annoying because they're still attacking you. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. The next episode when we go through all this stuff we can see here, I guess. Bye, everyone.